Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have two snacks to try from Japan Candy Store. But before we get into this, I do have to apologize. If you've been on the channel for the last week or so, you're probably already aware of this. I'm still not really 100%, so if I seem a little off, that's why. Uh, but I am really curious about the snacks that we have for today's episode. So these are snacks that I ordered without really knowing a lot about what I was getting into. I only get so much information on some of these. So I really don't know too much about either of these. Aside from they are like corn puff baked snacks and they are both lemon flavored. They really kind of caught my attention. So the first we're going to try, this is the Tohato Fuwauma salty corn snack lemon flavor. I have no idea what I'm getting into with this one. I really don't. The second we're trying, this is the Yaokin Umaibo Setouchi lemon snack stick. Like I said, I'm very tired. So this one I know a little bit more about just because we have gotten a lot of Umaibo. So if you've been on the channel for a while, you might be familiar with this, but if you're not, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Umaibo is basically, think of like a puffy Cheeto, only it's about that long. I'm literally feeling like the ends of the stick. It's about that long. It's about that big around. It's just this giant corn puff, like a giant puffy Cheeto. And sometimes they have a hole running through the center. Sometimes they're solid. I feel like the solid ones aren't quite as common, but we have seen them. They're usually salty, but sometimes they're sweet. I have no idea which one this is, just that it's lemon flavored. They apparently are very, very common over in Japan and are fairly inexpensive over there. Getting your hands on them here gets complicated, but they've been really, really solid. It's been a matter of picking a flavor that you think you might enjoy more than anything. The texture, the quality of the snack seems to be really pretty solid. So I am hopeful that that one will be good, but I really don't know much more than that. So with all that said, let's get started. Itadakimasu! Okay, so starting with interesting. These are really kind of an unusual shape. They're really kind of funky. Oh, here's hoping. Okay, that's weird. It's a chewier texture. It's not really crispy like you would normally. I don't know. Usually when I get a corn snack, it's like a corn puff. This one's not. In fact, it seems to almost do like a squeak, kind of like squeaky cheese. It has the lemon, but it's not sweet. It has a bit of umami, savory flavor to it. It's kind of funky. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not my favorite, though I do have to admit just the unusual shape really kind of just has my attention. Is really kind of interesting. So moving on to our Umaibo. Oh, interesting. We got one of the ones that's solid, as it turns out. Like I said, this thing is just a giant puffy Cheeto. That's what it is, a giant puffy Cheeto. That's really pretty good. That is actually really pretty good. Like I said, texturally, giant puffy Cheeto. The texture is very consistent across the board with Umaibo, which is something I really kind of appreciate about them is, again, just that consistency. You know what you're getting into. It is sweet, and it has really good, solid lemon flavor. It is a touch on the sour side, not super sour. I'm a sour wimp. It's within the realm of what I can handle. So if you're somebody who loves sour, you might think this is weak sauce. Fair. But it does have really good lemon flavor to it. Really, really tasty. I like that a lot. That was really, really good. Just in general, with Umaibo, if you see Umaibo and it's a flavor you think, oh, that might not be too bad, just go for it. It's usually pretty solid. Usually if I see one and it's a flavor that I think, oh, this might not be bad, this might be pretty good, or I think I might like that, I usually have a really good experience with it. So just blanket recommendation for Umaibo in general. Go to Sosama. So to recap, we did our Tohato Fuwauma salty corn snack lemon flavor, which I don't know. I kind of feel like it had like a chicken flavor to it. It was weird. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but it also wasn't super great either. It was weird, funky. I don't know, if you see it, maybe give it a shot, but I don't. I can't personally recommend like actively seeking it out. On the other hand, our second treat, the Yaokin Umaibo Setouchi lemon snack stick, really pretty good. Really good. Definitely recommend, and just blanket. Umaibo is one of those things that keeps popping up and really just kind of keeps delivering on quality. Definitely worth your time if you're somebody who's interested in Japanese snacks. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.